Hello everybody, I'm Chris Provost, and you are watching Provost Park Pass. I'm at Disneyland, and look at those beautiful poinsettias. And today's video, I'm gonna do a little pin trading. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna do any pin trading, but I'm gonna buy a bunch of pins trying to collect a set. See if we can do this. The villain set, the Shadow of the Villain set. I wanna do this, see if we get all of the villains in the set. Let's do it. I love this. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. I always like walking through that and looking up at it. Sometimes I read it in my mind, sometimes I read it out loud, but I always try to read it when I come through. We're entering into Disneyland. It is dusk. Wait, yeah, dusk is in the evening. I always get confused. Dawn is, yeah, Red Dawn. That's the movie, but that's in the morning, right? So it's dusk. The sun just set. It's beautiful. It's great. The lights will be coming on here pretty soon. But I'm gonna go down right here by the music store and look at these pin sets. I saw somebody post something about this a while ago, and I was like, oh, I'm very interested. And because it has Hades in it. And there's not a lot of Hades stuff, I feel like, and he's my favorite bad guy, and so let's go see if we can get this Hades pin. Isn't Hades the best? I mean, like Hades is just the best. So I'm gonna collect these pins. I think there are 8 in a set. I'll show you in this video, I'm gonna show you a little bit how to do starter pin collecting, pin trading. This is, if you're an advanced pin trader, then you can skip this video, you'll know everything. But if you're coming down here for the first time and maybe you got some little ones, you want to do some pin trading, I'll show you how to do that in this video. There are lots of stores you go in and you buy like pin starter sets and all of this. I'm going to specifically this one here because I wanted to look at these villain pins. Here we are, there's all different types of pins here. Okay, so you come down to Disney and you have little ones, or maybe even yourself, and you want to start pin trading. You can get these things here. These are called pin sets. See these little, it comes with a lanyard and there's like 4 pins on it. It's a little starter set. You buy this lanyard and it says like starter set, and then you could trade these pins. Now, if you see a cast member, if they have a lanyard with pins on it, you can walk out the cast member and you could trade your pins. And the etiquette is, whoa. The etiquette of pin trading is if you see a cast member, you walk up to them and you point to the pin that you like. And then they will take the pin off their lanyard and hand it to you, and then you will give them one of your pins that you want to trade. That's how you trade the pin. You don't run up and pull it off, you just let them point to it, they'll take it off the lanyard, and then you trade them the pin. Or they might have a pin trading board. This is a pin trading board. If you see a pin on this board that you like, then you go ahead and you point at the one you want and you can trade for it. Now I'm gonna give you some advice, okay? These ones here with footprints, these ones with the little things like this, and these ones with little boys and girls, don't trade for those pins. Those are always, there's always gonna be a ton of those pins, and some of them are, you just don't trade for them. That's a whole nother video, but you wanna trade for more unique pins than that. Now, when selecting your starter pin set, okay, this is gonna sound counterintuitive, but you wanna buy a set that probably your children don't like a whole lot. You're like, what, why? Because the thing is, you wanna trade these pins, right? You wanna trade these pins. So if you bought this set, which I love this set, right? If you bought this set, then, and they love all 4 of these pins, they're not gonna be so inclined to want to trade them. So you want to buy one that maybe they don't like as much. So maybe they don't like the shadows of the silhouettes of the villains, or maybe they're not so much into Peter Pan, or maybe they don't like Guardians of the Galaxy. Then they will be more likely to trade them. So a lot of times I see lots of parents, they'll buy a starter set and their kids absolutely love them, but then they don't want to trade their pins because they love their pins, and that kind of defeats the purpose. But of course, again, if they like all those pins and just want to keep it, that's great. And now if you already have some pins, you can just come down here and just purchase lanyards as well. When you go to buy a pin, you're gonna take the pin off and you're gonna pull it off, the one that you like this Mulan, it's a great pin. You look at the back and see it says silver. It doesn't have a price tag on it. But if you look right here, they said pins and it tells you how much it costs. Silver, yellow, and pink. Pink being most expensive. That's kind of how they look at these things. So like this Monsters Inc. one right here, I look at the back of that one. Oh, this one does have a price. This is $19.99. It's a little more expensive than that, so I have it there. Let's see if I can find one that's, maybe this is probably a silver. Nope, that's a yellow. And yellow is $15. So that's how you determine how much a pin costs. And they have pins for everybody, like whatever you like. And if you go into, you know what, I'll go down there and then we'll come back here. If you go down to Frontierland, they have a really good pin store. Now, this is what the box that I'm talking about here. This is called Overshadowing Villains, okay? And it's a mystery pin collection. If you buy a box like this, if you look on the back or the back at the side, it'll tell you this one has, there's 8 in the series. There's 8 villains in the series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In each box, there's 2 pins in each box, but you don't know, they're random, so you don't know which ones you're gonna get. And you try to buy enough and trade enough so you get all 8 of these pins in the set. That's the one I want, is the Hades pin. I want the Hades pin. But they have them all, like this is Big Hero 6, they have Big Hero 6 here. This one's got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, there's like 6 pins in the set. And so you can buy these different, they're kind of fun. And you'll see this is, it's like $20. This one here is also like, I think $20 just, but you're gonna get 2 pins in there. And then if you get duplicates, you can trade those pins. Now I just took a closer look here. This one, this Big Hero 6, is actually 12 pins. So each of those is 2 pins together to get a whole set. See, there's like a Zootopia set. You turn it over and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in this one. They got Muppets. If Janice is one of them, then I'm gonna do this for sure. Muppets. Oh my gosh. There is Janice. Oh, good grief. I love Janice so much. All right, so let's talk about like this villains here. How hard is it to collect the whole set? It's kind of depends on luck. You might be able to draw on the draw, get them all in 4 boxes, but probably most likely you're gonna end up getting a lot of duplicates. And then you end up trying to trade those duplicates. And for sometimes it's kind of hard to find that one pin that you're missing, but that's also the kind of fun of it. But there is a thing that you can do if you kind of want to hedge your bet to make it a little bit easier. So you see right here, they have Janice, which is who I'm in love with, and they have Fuzzy the Bear. And this is kind of called the shadow box, okay? Exclusive pin trading, all right? Now what you can do is you buy the box. So like I like the Muppet box, right? So, okay, so let's say I bought this Muppet pin, okay? Just gonna show you this for fun. If I bought this Muppet pin, I could bring it over here, I could open it up, and then if I didn't get the pin I wanted, let's say I got Animal, but I really wanted Janice, they would allow you to trade this pin right now as you open up in front of them for the one that's in the shadow box. So that kind of helps you. But in order to like hedge your bets, you got to find out which pins in the shadow box they are collecting. So, because you just can't randomly. Let's say I grab like, what is this? It's a small little pin set, and they're not trading it in that shadow box. Then they won't trade with you for the shadow box part. So, yeah. So look here. So now I'm really tempted to do the Muppets, which I want, but I also want the Hades. They're like 2 favorite characters, but I think I'm gonna have to go for Janice because I know I can get her and she's amazing. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do is I might have just made a huge mistake. I'm gonna walk down to the Westward Ho Trading Co. and look at pins there. Why? The lady told me, she goes, we haven't had Janice here on this side in a long time, so when I come back, Janice might be gone. But then she's like, but it's a risk. We walk down there real quickly. I think we gotta go for Janice over Hades, guys. Put it down in the comments down below. Did I make a mistake? Should I have gone for Hades over Janice? I don't think so. I think pretty much Janice would be the right decision, but we're gonna run down to Westward Trading Co. down there, and then once I get down there, I'll take a look at the pins they have, and then maybe we'll come back and try to grab that Janice pin. I hope I didn't make a mistake. All right, so I'm walking here to Frontierland. Now you'll notice there's some tables here. Table. What are those for? Those are for pin trading, for people to sit down and do a little pin trading, and they can bring in their pins here. Now, they're not Disney employees if they're pin trading here, and that doesn't mean they have to trade with you. So, like a little kid, if you have a little kid and they see a really cool pin in their book and they're trying to give a small little pin, they might not trade. They might go, no, I'm not gonna make that trade. So be aware, Disney cast members, they have to trade, but Disney, if they're just collectors, they don't have to. All right, the Westward Ho Trading Co. Let's walk in and look at some pins. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so here's their pin board. They have pins for trade. Like I said, don't ever go for these. The silver ones, no. Those are no. That's a no. Those are no's. Don't go for those ones. All right, so that shadow box I think is only done in maybe on Main Street. They don't. Hi guys. So they don't. Hi guys. Hi guys. they don't have the pin box there, so I am gonna go back to Main Street I'm gonna do Janice. We're gonna do Janice. Actually, I'm gonna run over to Tomorrowland because I heard that they might have a shadow box over in Tomorrowland. So I just want to see if they have the Hades pin there, and then we'll head back to get Janice. All right, we're walking into Tomorrowland. See if we can see that Hades pin. I think what I really want to do is I want to get the entire Muppet set. Well, and then maybe Hades. Or just Janice and Hades. All right, I figured it out. This is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy one Villains box and one Muppet box. If I get the Muppet box, we know for a fact if I don't get Janice, I could trade for Janice, unless she's gone. Fingers crossed she's not. Then we'll just slowly open up the one Villains box, and we'll hope that Hades is inside it. We'll just send out some positive energy to the universe saying Hades be in that box. So I can hopefully get Janice and Hades. That's what we're gonna do. Plan established. All right, so I didn't understand. I thought it was gonna be in the Star Trader. It's not the Star Trader. It's over here at the landing pad or something like that. What do they say, whatever it's called. That's where they have maybe a shadow box. So we'll go over there, check it out. All right, so there is the Tomorrow Landing. Gifts from Outer and Liquid Space. Liquid Space, of course, referencing Finding Nemo right over there. Let's go in. All right, so I just went inside and they don't have Hades. The only villain that they had was Jafar, and then they didn't have any Muppets. So I'm gonna go back. So here's the plan. I just figured, let's decompress this together. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna buy one box of Muppets. We're confident we could trade in to get Janice. So that I'm trying to cover my bases. Then I'm gonna open up the shadow box of the villains. Only one box, guys. We're just gonna try our best. Open up that one box, and we're gonna see if we get Hades. Okay, I'm back in the store. Here we go.
No, it's right next to it. It's this one. Thank you. You're welcome.
Which one? It's this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. And guess what, guys? They still have Janice, so we're in. I was super worried about that, but they don't have Hades. But we're gonna figure this out. Okay, so I got this. I'm gonna open this up here, and then we'll see. If I don't, we'll get Janice. When you open it up, there's a little bag inside. Oh, there's two bags. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yes, let's cut those little scissors. Thank you so much.
I think these are the easier ones.
All right, so we hear the first pin. Da 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 da. Come on. Beaker. I love Beaker, but that is no Janice. Okay. My heart's actually racing. But I feel good because I don't get Janice. Oh, what was it? Oh. Miss Piggy. Now I have to trade one of them. How do you do that? Okay, I'm gonna trade Beaker. I'd like to trade Beaker for Janice, please.
Okay.
I think you gotta keep Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy seems to be too classy. Okay. Got that. They're gonna trade there. They're gonna put the Beaker pin in. And it's right there. Yep. And now we have obtained my girl. Okay. Okay, now let's do this. Okay. We open the packs. Here we go. She's got some scissors here. She'll help us cut that open. We are hoping for Hades. But we think there might be a shadow pin board in downtown Disney. We're not sure. Oh, it's upside down. This feels good. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Evil Queen. We'll take the Evil Queen. Here we go. This is it. Oh. Cruella DeVille. Now I could trade that. There's like a Maleficent and Jafar. But I'm actually gonna keep both of these, and I'm gonna try to go downtown Disney. We'll hope that we can find a Hades pin. Okay, so I'm gonna go downtown. There's a rumor that the World of Color or the World of Disney downtown, Disney has a shadow box. And if they do, I'll see if we can trade for a Hades. Hey, while we're walking downtown Disney, let me talk to you for one brief second. And yes, I am talking to you. I want you to know how amazing you are. You are absolutely amazing. You make the world better. You're as cool as Hades. Does that come out right? Hades is my favorite bad guy. That's a bad analogy. Let me just say this. You are awesome. You're amazing. You're as cool as Janice. Janice is the coolest of all of them. And you make the world better. Did you know that? And I know for some of you right now are maybe going through the holiday season and it might be a little difficult. You might be feeling a little sad. That's okay. You allow yourself to feel that sadness. But just know that you are amazing and that this is going to be the best year you've ever had. I want you to know that. And I mean it because you're special and unique. All right, let's move on and go downtown Disney. Super pretty downtown Disney. We're gonna walk down here. We're gonna go right into a store, World of Color, and maybe there might be a shadow box there that they trade. It's unconfirmed. We don't know. We're just fingers crossed. And then if they do have a shadow box, so we've got first they have to have a shadow box. Second, they have to have Hades. Let's just hope so. Let's do this. All right, here we are. It's a little crowded. Beautiful decorations up though. Pins, pins, pins. All right, they don't have the shadow box here. I thought they would, but they don't, so this is what they have. But don't lose hope. There might be a moment. They said that if we go to downtown Disney, all the way bottom down by the monorail station, there's a pin trader down there, and they might have a shadow box with villains. All right, so we're gonna go down to downtown pin traders and check there. Now, here's some interesting trivia for you might not know. I mean, no matter what happens, if we don't get Hades, we'll be a little sad, but we're gonna be okay because we have Janice. We do have Janice. Here's some trivia about Janice, the Muppet, which I love. Janice, when she was originally conceived, was going to be a boy with really big lips. It was obviously gonna be a play on Mick Jagger. I think the original name they're gonna have, the Muppet, was gonna be called Mick. They were worried that it might get in trouble with Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones, so they ended up changing Janice from a boy to a girl, still with the big lips, and then named her Janice. And that's how she came in fruition. You can go online and find all the old drawings of Janice when she was originally going to be a boy. But I love her. She's amazing. Hi. Now, there might be some little ones watch this video, might be super invested in trying to find this Hades pin. What if we don't find it? What do? We just smile and move on, and that's the way it is. It's okay. It's gonna be all okay. But we're gonna try our best to find them. All right, let's keep going on and go down to the little pin trader and see if we find Hades. All right, moving on down here. And it's a Lego store. I love the Lego store. I have very fond memories. I remember one time my son got a Lego set and he came out and just started dancing right here and didn't even realize that people were watching. He just was so happy. I loved it. All right, we're gonna go here. There might be a shadow box here. I don't think so, but we could check. We're coming in hot. They don't have it. There is one more chance. I could possibly go into Disney California Adventure. Should we do it? Let's press our luck. Let's do it. Now I'm kind of heavily invested in this. So the Disney cast members said they thought that there's one shadow box trader in Disney California Adventure, but they weren't sure where it was, and they weren't 100% sure it was there. So it might not be there. We'll just go see. All right, I just entered in DCA. I don't know where to go. I'm assuming it's gonna be the 5 and dime. Let's just try. And if not, it's no big deal. We're having fun. Walking in, let's see what we see. All right, it's not here at 5 and dime. They said if they do have it, it'll be at Julius across the street. So let's go across the street. I don't think they have it. I think that was a very successful day. I've had so much fun here. And I just said goodbye. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today because you don't have to. And the fact that you did is awesome. And remember, you are as cool as Hades. You really are. All right, guys, have a fantastic night. Talk to you later. I know we didn't find Hades, but it's okay. We got Janice. Bye-bye. We got Janice, and she is amazing. She has my heart. But I do like Hades, and I would have liked to got Hades, but we didn't get Hades, but that's okay. Because we got Janice.